Okay, so there's a worldwide pandemic and I don't really do anything involving leaving my house except like sometimes going to the park to see my friends from a distance. I'm working from home, which has been weird, but good. Yeah, I guess last time I made a video I didn't have a job. Well, I did, but I worked in a supermarket. And now I work as a full-time junior designer, and I do all of my like small business stuff, my Instagram, my blog. I do all of that in my spare time. I guess I also started a blog. I didn't have a blog last time I did this. Okay, I started a blog. I've been doing the blog for over a year now, so that was successful. I post on there every Friday. I'll leave so many links in the description, so if anything catches your interest, you can find all the information down there. Obviously, I run an Etsy store. It's got way more products than it used to have. I think it just used to have postcard prints, to be honest. And now it has like cards, notebooks, tote bags. There's going to be more stuff for Christmas soon too. Well, not soon, but at Christmas time. I used to live in Plymouth. Now I live in Bristol. I live with my boyfriend in a really nice 2-bed apartment. I have a hamster. I have a hamster. I can show you the hamster in a minute. I also have a car now and I can drive. I'm going to start making studio vlogs and I'm going to try and use them to hold myself accountable with my creative projects. This is my current bullet journal, by the way. In terms of my Etsy store, I recently bought a new printer so that I can make prints from home, which is really exciting, but it does mean that I now need to come up with like loads more print designs. At the moment, as I speak, I am doing a Instagram challenge in August, where I draw a dog for every letter of the alphabet and I post them every day, and at the end of the month I'm gonna make those dogs into A to Z or like an ABC print. So that's the main thing I'm working on my Etsy store, but also it's August, so I am starting to think about Christmas and ordering Christmas products. Another thing that I've just started working on literally yesterday is I really want to make my own storybook for children, not necessarily with the aim of getting it published, but more with the aim of creating pieces for my portfolio, because I have a lot of dogs on white backgrounds and not enough kind of full color scenes that have a narrative to them or maybe incorporate text in the way that storybooks would, and it's something I would like to do, but I'm kind of in a catch-22 of not having any examples of that work, so not being able to get that kind of work because I don't have any examples. The other main thing that I've just thought I forgot to mention earlier is that I now do all of my illustration work on my iPad. Hello. I got this for Christmas 2018 and I use it for literally everything now. I don't really use Photoshop for drawing that much anymore, except if I really have to, and I also don't really do as much animation as I used to do because obviously I've got my full-time job. Animation takes a long time and I'm kind of more focused on like my store and that kind of thing. Hello. So I started this studio vlog thing on Monday and now it's Thursday. I don't really know what I did on Tuesday. I did something, not very much. Yesterday I was seeing my grandparents. The days just really got away from me. I'm determined to do something vaguely productive this evening. I try to keep my evenings quite stress-free so there's not too much pressure on myself to get things done, but at the same time, if I don't do things in the evening, then not everything can get done at weekends, so I end up getting pushed back. My main priority at the moment is to finish the dogs for my A to Z print. So I've just finished work. It's just after 5. I'm in my running gear. This is an old denim fill top, if you know, you know. And I'm gonna go for a run. I wasn't sure if I was gonna talk about my runs in this vlog, but I think I will, because the reality of the situation is that's part of my day-to-day life at the moment in lockdown. I was really feeling that I wasn't doing enough moving about, like not even exercise, just like I was just sat in this chair all day long. I was sat there all day. Like I would finish work, I would log off, and then I would stay sat on that chair. And I decided I wanted to start moving, so now I am doing the Couch to 5K app, which I don't move up every week like it wants you to. I just move up when I feel ready. So I'm on week 5 now, I think. I'm not sure. Today's run is 2 8-minute run with a 5-minute break in between, which is actually kind of okay to do. That'll take about half an hour. I will come back and wash my hair because it will be really sweaty and disgusting. And then I might try and pick Taryn up from work. He finishes work at 7 today. So if he takes the bus home, he won't be home till 8, which is a bit annoying. So I might drive to pick him up. And then at some point today, I want to draw at least one dog. Okay, so it's now, what time is it? It's now just after 9 o'clock. I mentioned earlier that I'm working on that A to Z print, and I've only got 2 dogs left to do now because I drew one today. So what I'm going to do now, I have like a layout already planned out, but because of how the dogs I've drawn are a little bit different to the references I've used, it's not quite perfect. So because I've only got 2 dogs left to draw, I'm going to go into the layout on my computer and I'm going to play around with it until it works on an A3 sheet of paper. So this is the kind of layout I'm thinking of. But obviously these 2 dogs aren't drawn yet, so they might end up being slightly different sizes. I've just put the King Charles Spaniel in there for now. And then I have these 2 lovely dogs. This one's a Rottweiler and this one's a Vizsla? Vizsla? I'm not sure how you say it. But I couldn't get them to fit like that, so I think I'm going to have to redraw them in a different pose. Hello, it's Friday. And the plan for today, it's kind of going to be a little bit like yesterday because Taryn is working late again and he is working very early tomorrow morning, so I said that I would drop him off. So today I'm going to pick him up, put some petrol in the car. The only difference is today is a Friday, so I have a blog post that needs to go live. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sit at this here computer and I'm going to edit my blog post and put it live on all my socials and all that jazz. So I've just finished editing the blog post and put that live, and I've also just done some tweaks to a food order that we have coming on Sunday. My next thing to do on a Friday is I write a to-do list. Now I have a bullet journal and I write to-do lists in there every day. This is like, it looks like that. But on the weekend I tend to find it a bit stressful to work out how to split my time between Saturday and Sunday without doing everything on Saturday and being really stressed, but then, or like doing nothing on Saturday and then having to do all the productive things on Sunday. This is a to-do list from Annie Dorland Smith. She's one of my favourite small businesses. I'll probably talk about her all the time. But I literally write it out on here and then I just copy the each thing into my actual bullet journal and split it up into the days. So when I do this to-do list, I split it into 3 parts. So I have a list of must-dos, which are like things that really need to get done this weekend. So things that have a deadline or things that need to be done every week, like laundry and planning out Instagram posts and like writing blog posts and things like that. Then I have a list of should-dos, which are kind of things that it would be really good to get done, but if I don't manage it this weekend and I have to push them back, that's not really a big problem. And then I have a list of nice to-dos. Now, some people look at nice to-dos like a treat, or they look at nice to-dos like just if you have the time tasks. And I'm kind of somewhere in the middle, so I'll put the runs that I do on the weekend, I'll put them in a nice to-do, and if I'm doing any social events, I'll put them in my nice to-do section, but I'll also put like start working on a new project in my nice to-do section. So I kind of just put anything that doesn't fit in must do or should do. And then the key to this layout is that you do your must do's first, your should do's second, and your nice to do's last, which is why it kind of works for me in terms of prioritizing what I'm going to do that weekend. Good morning, it is Saturday. It's about 7:30, I think. I've just dropped Taryn off to work, which I said I would do because it's a really early shift. And now I think I'm going to take advantage of my early wake up and go for a run. This is my first big run in this set of runs. So today I have to run for 20 minutes without stopping, which seems impossible. But Sarah Millican on the Couch to 5K app seems to think I can do it, so I guess I can. So I've just had a quick tidy. I've already got my running gear on because I put it on when I woke up. Most of the stuff on the agenda for the beginning of the day is admin stuff, so I'm just going to kind of get on with that. It's not going to be particularly interesting, so I won't bother filming it. It is now Sunday. I'm very aware that yesterday I did like a little intro to the day and then I didn't do anything. The reason for that is that my nan ended up sending me a message and asking if she could come around so we could go on a walk together, and we did. She brought my aunt's dog Bella, and then we sat in the garden of a pub. All very carefully done because I'm quite strict with that kind of thing. Well, actually that ended up going on quite late. I don't think we were back until about 5, and then I just sort of did nothing which is obviously okay because it's a Saturday, and if I want to do nothing then I can do nothing. Today actually I've been getting to grips again with editing, because obviously starting this vlog and filming is one thing, but editing is another thing entirely. I haven't used Premiere Pro in a little while, so I'm getting to grips with that, making some graphics to go over the top of like the day graphics that you've seen. I just made those on my iPad, and probably tonight I'm gonna have to draw another dog because there are so many dogs that need drawing. So that is going to be the end of my first studio vlog. I hope it was okay. I'm kind of still getting back into the swing of things, and the whole point of this is to track my progress with my creative projects, because I feel like in lockdown I've kind of been letting myself be a little bit more idle than I would like to be. So it kind of makes sense that this studio vlog, it kind of feels like I didn't do very much. Yeah, hopefully the next ones will be a bit more packed full of stuff. So I'm logging off for now, and I will see you next week.